Namaskar. I am Prakash, Astrologer, presenting your monthly forecast, month of March 2018. All these predictions are based on your moon sign. All the prediction, forecasts, task, precaution, chanting based on your moon sign. So if you're watching this monthly forecast, but you have to watch this particular forecast according to your moon sign. This particular prediction has got nothing to do with your sun sign whatsoever. You can learn about your moon sign from your birth chart less than a 30-second. So whole month of forecast, month of March 2018, based on your moon sign. Let's start now. Talk about Aries, the monthly forecast. Aries, if your moon sign is Aries, the transit of Venus in 12th house. The dates start from 2nd of March till 26th of March. This particular time, Aries bring a mixed bag of positive, negative. On one hand, you'll achieve a financial gain. On the other hand, there will be a huge expenditure on lavish lifestyle. May I say that this particular period indulge you in a luxurious lifestyle. You'll enjoy traveling around, enjoying the companionship, but at the same time, beware of cheating and deception. Beware of theft in the house or at your business place. But this particular time, you'll enjoy the companionship. Friends will be supporting by you, and may I say that the whole situation will be very unique and fine. But stay away from any kind of doubtful people. If you're involved in a new project or venture, you have to be very careful about your investment. Transit of Mercury for Aries in 12th house. Dates start from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This particular period for Mercury will be transiting in this period. This particular period offers you expenditure. May I say that you'll spend more than expected in order to live in a comfortable lifestyle. The expenditure will be rising, and you have to work really hard to accomplish your task undertaken by you. Beware of enemies, especially those people who can backbite quite a lot, and avoid any kind of humiliation. Your enemies will try to spoil your reputation and try to damage your reputation. And you have to be very careful about your word of speech. You have to be extremely cautious and very careful about the numbers. When you talk, when you match the numbers or balance in the account, you could be mentally little bit disturbed by several reasons. And may I say that due to a lot of people who can deliberately spoil your reputation. Beware of any kind of backstabbers, please. And if you're doing anything, you have to check the paperwork. Make sure deliberately you should not damage your relationship with any of your colleagues or seniors or subordinates. No. But make sure you should be diplomatic in your approach. If you're in the middle of a tricky situation, you have to make sure that you should handle the situation very, very carefully. And your relationship at professional level with any of your colleagues should not be spoiled. From 7th of March till 1st of May, Aries, the transit of Mars will be positioned in your 9th house. May I say that 9th house position for Aries, for Mars, and this particular time, Mars will be transiting in your 9th house but conjunct with Saturn. This particular time, lots of energy is available for a disciplined work. From 7th of March till 1st of May, you can accomplish anything with devotion, dedication and discipline. But you got to push very hard and you can achieve something dignified. This is a time to rely on yourself and your own resources. You cannot rely on anybody. You'll go through lots of numerous obstacles, delays, complications. Sometimes your expectations are there, result won't match your expectations. You'll meet lots of challenges, complications, issues, and your fiber will be thoroughly tested. Please convert your annoyances, frustration and disappointment into creative energy, because action always speaks louder than only talking about the words. During this particular period, please be prepared for a foreign traveling. Your confidence, your bravery will be more than usual. All your achievements depend on your vision, determination and hunger. You'll be as sharp as samurai warrior in your action, conduct and dealing. Your hard work will bring phenomenal success, prosperity rising. You can achieve anything and you can materialize anything as long as you're totally focused and very, very determined. But beware of any kind of negative attitude like over the very much opinionated and out of control aggression when you deal with people around you. This particular time signifies suffering mostly due to health issues. This particular period makes you suffer from health issues like a physical ailments and body pain. During this particular time, you're susceptible to dehydrate and experience weakness or decay in physical power. Look after yourself. Take care of yourself. Aries, you may also suffer from muscle pain and wound caused by some sort of a accident. Mentally, you may feel worried and disappointed most of the time, but as longer you're focused, worry and disappointment will not be there. As longer your discipline is there, your devotion is there, your drive is there, disappointment will not be there. No. But if you're adopting a layback attitude, then you'll have an issue. Some of you may also have to go through a foreign land to experience, may I say, traveling or exploring the world. Finance need to be better care and guarding. Aries, you're likely to lose some during this particular time. Beware of cheating and deception. Aries, your professional life will be requiring more handling, more hard work. And if you this particular time involved in that uncomfortable work environment, you got to know how to handle the situation without creating an issue. Maintain peace and harmony at home and keep a very keen eye for people around you, and make sure whatever somebody try to make a presentation verbally, you should not take every word literally as the ultimate truth. You have to develop an investigating nature. If somebody perform a world-class performance in front of you and try to convince you to invest any kind of money, please be careful. Aries, transit of Sun in 12th house. May I say that from 14th of March till 14th of April, this particular period Aries signify monetary challenges. You'll have to take extra care while handling finances during this particular period. If you're employed, you may find yourself having a bit of hard time with your employer. Aries, you'll tend not to, this particular time, people will not appreciate your hard work, and you may sometimes feel a threat of being given less responsibility or less pay. Do not get disheartened if your efforts and hard work do not give you desired result at this particular time. Aries, if you are into a trade, you may have to go through a lot of setbacks. Be careful about your dealings. This period may also take you through rough weather socially. Avoid arguments with anybody or living conflict with anybody, friends or seniors. This particular time, you have to handle the situation very carefully. You may have to go on long trips which may not bring any desired results. Avoid activities that involve risks. Make your safety. Try to play safe. You have to take care of your health and well-being during this particular time. And may I say that this particular time, discontentment during this particular time may affect some type peace of and harmony at home. But this phase is not permanent, it's only temporary. Aries, the month of March, may I say that a lot of your problem will be resolved and done and dusted after 6th of March. But you have to keep a close eye on your goal. After 18th of March, you'll be involving a lot of religious events, traveling around, and there will be a time you might involve in a deal of buying a property or buying a car or buying a business venture. Income will be rising, no doubt about it, but at the same time, expenditure will come up out of the blue. Be prepared for a sudden traveling. But whatever you want to do in this particular time, you have to be mentally prepared. Refrain from any family row or conflict, professional row, family row, personal conflict or professional conflict with anybody. As longer you're focused and determined, you'll be fantastically okay. As longer you refrain from foul temper, you'll be absolutely refined and fine. Aries, the task of the month for you. Take 4 kilogram barley, feed the birds in the park on every Wednesday. Try to keep honey in a silver pot. Next task which you can do this particular phase, donate 5 kilogram rice to temple again and again. Try to wear a gold square piece in a gold chain around your neck. Take a copper coin, make a hole in the center, put a silver chain through it. Try to wear it around your neck as a pendant. These are the tasks. Precaution wise, refrain from any arguments or conflict with anybody. The chanting you must do, Aries. Ang Harim Kalim Chamundaye Viche. Ang Harim Kalim Chamundaye Viche. Ang Harim Kalim Chamundaye Viche. More you do the chant, more you achieve success, prosperity, and rising. Taurus monthly forecast based on your moon sign, Taurus, this whole month. The Taurus, this monthly forecast based on your moon sign. Let's talk about transit of Venus for Taurus in 11th house. The dates start from 2nd of March till 26th of March. Venus is in the 11th house. This particularly signifies financial security, relief from debts. Taurus, you may also expect a solution to your other economic problem as well. This particular period also brings success in your undertaking. Your popularity will be rising. Your reputation would also see an upward move during this particular phase. Taurus, you're likely to concentrate on acquisition of material comfort, means of pleasure, good lifestyle, clothing, valuable items, jewelry, and other exotic accessories. No doubt about it. Taurus, you may also consider buying a property or buying a car or investing in a business venture. Socially, a very bright period could be predicted. Could also expect a rise in your status, prestige, and honor, and a lot of cooperation will be happening in your life. You'll enjoy the companionship, no doubt about it. This particular period, mentally, physically, you'll be absolutely content. Taurus, transit of Mercury in 11th house. The dates start from 3rd of March till 9th of May. Transit of Mercury in 11th house. This particular period, may I say, that indicates achievements and monetary gain. This particular period likely to bring in financial gain for you. You may expect to receive higher monetary gain from different resources. Your personal undertaking, your business undertaking, your investment are likely to bring in higher financial gain and more profit. If you're professional or employed, you're likely to be more successful during this particular phase. From 3rd of March till 9th of May is phenomenal time, no doubt about it. You'll be prosperous. Transit of Mars for Taurus in 8th house. The dates start from 7th of March till 2nd of May. 8th house, Mars position in 8th house. This particular position, donate. You have to be very careful about your physical and mental health. This particular period demands strict watchfulness on any end or all the ends of you, mentally, physically. You have to be very careful about your health and well-being. You have to be very careful about your behavior and dealing, and stay clear from any health issue regarding blood pressure, lower abdomen, digestive system, or any issue regarding blood-related issues, or anything to do with blood or lower abdomen or digestive system. This particular period also needs you to stay away from any living arguments or conflict, or stay away from any kind of a physical risk. Transit of Sun for Taurus in 11th house. The dates start from 14th of March till 14th April. This particular period is a suitable time for you to approach your boss or employer for any favor, such as asking for promotion or rise. Taurus, you'll see a rise in your position at the workplace and get unexpected benefit from your superior authorities. You could also expect a profit in your trade and attainment of wealth during this particular time, even gain from your friends. This particular time, your social prestige would see a rise if this particular time offer you more gain, more honor in this and status and position as compared to people around you. This is a phenomenal time, and make sure you should be more focused and determined. Taurus, from the 2nd of March, the Lord planet Venus will be transiting in the finest sign. So lots of your plans will be materialized and you'll be highly successful. There will be a rise in financial gain and prosperity. Professionally, you'll be extremely busy. There will be few issues regarding domestic life, but watch your temper, watch your conduct and dealing. There will be few unexpected expenditure, no doubt about it. But that's not the end of the world. Taurus, this particular time will bring a lot of prosperity and achievements and rewards. But look after your lower abdomen. Any issue with blood or digestive system, be careful. The task you must do in this particular phase, may I say that first thing first, this particular task can be phenomenal. Donate chana dal to temple in the langar again and again. Donate besan to the langar again and again. Take 800 gram black salt, bury in the ground on Saturday morning. Take 8 kilogram sugar, donate to the temple on Tuesday. Time to time, donate money to the blind school. Precaution wise, watch your temper, watch your word of speech. Try not to hurt anybody's honor, pride and ego with your language or attitude. The chanting you must do, Taurus, Harim Om Namo Shivaya Harim. Harim Om Namo Shivaya Harim. More you do this chant, more you achieve it. Going to talk about Gemini monthly forecast based on your moon sign. Gemini. The transit of Venus for Gemini in 10th house. The dates start from 2nd of March till 26th of March. Venus position in 10th house bring some sort of anguish, agitation, restlessness. Physical health also suffer due to this particular time. You may have to be extra careful about your finances. Try to avoid any kind of loans. Try this particular time. If you have to borrow some money, be very, very careful. Gemini, beware of any of your people who are not your well-wishers. Avoid any unnecessary petty fight or useless discussion with people around you. This particular time will pull you into unnecessary arguments or conflict with people. So refrain from those kind of situations, refrain from those kind of tricky situations, and be careful to avoid any kind of defamation and humiliation in society. You have to be very careful. Transit of Mercury in 10th house for Gemini. The dates start from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This particular time donate contentment. Good timing for you. You will be extremely happy and successful in all your undertaking. Professionally, Gemini, a very good period could be expected as well. You will be able to finish off the work given to you successfully on time. Gemini, happiness at home is also indicated during this particular time. You could also expect to meet someone very interesting, extremely special during this particular time. And some of you may also expect to spend passionate time with someone very special. No doubt about it. So stand by. Gemini transit of Mars in 7th house. The dates start from 7th of March till 2nd of May. Mars position in 7th house, this brings in trying time, mostly matter of health, marriage, relationship, personal life. You may suffer from excess mental worry due to health issues. Your spouse, if you're already married, or dearest one, you're likely to feel fatigue and sometimes susceptible to developing eye discomfort or stomach aches or issue with your chest. You may also have to take care of your language and attitude when you're addressing people. Try not to initiate any argument or conflict with anybody. Sometimes you can be talking to somebody very casually, but your language and attitude can be out of order. You have to be very careful about your words, about your attitude when you're addressing or talking to people. Be careful, please, and look after your marriage relationship if you're already married. If you're romantically involved with somebody, then please watch your temper, watch your attitude. Transit of Sun in 10th house for Gemini. The days start from 14th of March till 14th April. This particular time is a favorable period. This particular time donate financial gain, promotion, progress and success in all your undertaking. You may expect a promotion at workplace, favor of your seniors, honor from the authorities. Even more opportunity could be expected during this particular time. This particular period also donates success in your undertaking and favorable culmination of any stuck-up deals. Socially, you may expect an even more respectable position. So stand by. Social circle will get widened, meaning more positive and gainful interaction, particularly with people around you, and rise in honor and name and fame. Gemini, from the 3rd of March, the Lord planet Mercury, the position is such a way they have to be very careful. There are few situations which you have to be very careful about your decisions and choices. Sometimes expenditure can be high, sometimes uncertainty can be high, sometimes income can be low and expenditure can be high. So you have to manage all these things. Mentally and physically, you have to look after your health. Make sure your relationship with people around you in the family, outside the family, have to be fine. You have to be very careful about your temper and make sure you should not invest your frustration or annoyances in everything you do. If you do, you end up spoiling everything. Family complication will be sky high and mentally you can be tense and upset. Cancerian or Gemini, may I say that Gemini, this particular period, you have to be extra careful. But there are some situations similar to Cancerian, but this particular month for Gemini can be tough and demanding, no doubt about it. But the task you must do, Gemini, this whole month, first thing first, the first task, which is, may I say that, quite important, try to wear a golden yellow sapphire in a gold square piece around your neck. If you can do that, that will be phenomenal and unique. Try to wear a solid silver ball and a silver chain around your neck. Try to wear a fine gold studs in your ears. Try to keep 2 solid silver ball in your pocket all the time. These are your tasks. Precaution wise, watch your word of speech, watch your conduct, watch your dealing. And the chanting, you must do Aum Ganesh Rinam Chinde Chinde Varnayam Hom Name Fat. Aum Ganesh Rinam Chinde Chinde Varnayam Hom Name Fat. Aum Ganesh Rinam Chinde Chinde Varnayam Hom Name Fat. More you do this chanting, more you financially will be better off and you will be out of any kind of bad debts. Going to talk about Cancerian monthly forecast based on your moon sign. Cancerian, the transit of Venus in 9th house. Dates start from 2nd of March till 26th of March. Venus position in 9th house. May I say this particular time signifies onset of a new wardrobe or luxurious lifestyle. Moreover, this is also donate material comfort, happiness, financial gain, indulges. You'll be indulging yourself in a very fine jewelry or expensive item. If you're a businessman or businesswoman, you'll find this particular period to be smooth one, satisfactory profits, success in all your undertaking. If you're a student or you're a professional person, if you're going for an exam or if you're going for an interview or presentation, you'll be highly successful during this particular time. Health would remain in a very fine shape, no doubt about it. Most of your efforts will be handsomely rewarded. This particular time is like that. The Venus position in 9th house will be phenomenal. Transit of Mercury in 9th house. The dates start from 3rd of March till 9th of May. Cancerian Mercury position in 9th house. This particular time suffering from health issues, especially look after your skin, look after anything to do with breathing or lower abdomen. This particular phase may bring obstruction or interruption in your field of work. You have to be very careful about your position at your workplace. Make sure you don't have to regret any of your action done this time. Watch out for the probably hurdles before venturing into something new. Mentally, Cancerian, you may feel hassled, overburdened, unstable due to several reasons. You have to be very diplomatic in your approach. You have to be very careful about people around you. You cannot take everything very casually or adopting any layback attitude. Refrain from any unnecessary arguments or conflict with anybody whatsoever. Try not to pick any fight with anybody. The answer is no. Transit of Mars in 6th house for Cancerian. The dates start from 7th of March till 2nd of May. Mars position in 6th house for Cancerian. This particular time, donate a very good timing. This particular time, you would see gaining wealth, acquiring finest items. May I say that reaping unprecedented profit in your business, profession, career, or unprecedented profit of your hard work. Cancerian, if you're employed, you may expect this particular time much awaited promotion and honor at workplace. Most of you would see a success in all your undertaking. This particular time, improvement in your overall financial condition would make you feel secure, comfortable, and extremely happy. Cancerian, this particular time you have to make a most of it. Transit of Sun for Cancerian in 9th house. Transit of Sun in 9th house. The dates start from 14th of March till 14th April. Sun position in 9th house brings significant result. This particular period could see you have to be very careful about people around you. You have to be extremely cautious and careful about any kind of loss of reputation or change of place or lack of peace of mind. You have to be extremely careful about your work and avoid disappointing with your employer. Avoid any kind of conflict with people around you. You may feel sometime people are accusing you for something. You haven't done it or you haven't committed it. People will deliberately there to spoil your reputation or try to frame you in false charges. So you have to be extremely cautious and very careful. Cancerian, avoid any tricky situation during this particular time. Financially, this period could be taxing on you. You may also find it difficult to recover pending dues from others. Be extra careful to avoid unnecessary expenses. Be extra careful about any unnecessary misunderstanding, disagreements between you and the people around you. So we have to be extra careful. May I say that Cancerian, the month of March, from 7th of March, Mars position in such a way that there will be some sort of tension, overexcitation, out of control temper, health issues. You have to be aware of any kind of living arguments or conflict with anybody. Refrain from any kind of living arguments or conflict with anybody. And sometime, may I say that income resources will be better than before. The chances are very good and very unique, no doubt about it. But all depend on your activity, your vision, your creativity. This particular time, you'll be achieving the reward of your hard work. Cancerian, the whole month is phenomenal. The task for this month is, Cancerian, do organize Kanya Pujan in the temple. Second task, try take 600 gram black salt, bury in the ground on every Saturday in the cultivated land or in your back garden or park. Another task, which is quite phenomenal, unique, may I say that take 10 kilogram barley, feed the birds. Time to time, may I say that donate whole meal atta, whole moong dal to temple in the langar. Take 8 blue flowers, bury in the ground on Friday evening. These are your tasks. Precaution wise, watch your attitude, watch your temper, watch your aggression. The chanting you must do, Cancerian, Om Hanumate Rudratmukay Hum Fat Om Hanumate Rudratmukay Hum Fat Om Hanumate Rudratmukay Hum Fat Om Hanumate Rudratmukay Hum Fat. More you do the chant, more you achieve success, prosperity and rising. Leo monthly forecast for the coming month of March. The transit of Venus for Leo in 8th house from 2nd of March till 26th of March. Venus transit in 8th house is always phenomenal. Leo, this particular time signify good timing. This particular time or period, you may expect to gain physical comfort, overcome all your previous miseries, disappointment, hassles, hindrances, obstacles, delays, waste of time. Leo, this you may also consider acquiring some sort of a property or car or some sort of a beautiful item. If you're a bachelor, male or female, you may also expect a good match who could also bring good fortune. This particular period, Venus will move through your 8th house, may I say that, from your moon, and you may expect a company of pleasant, beautiful companion. Health is expected to remain very, very good. And if you're a professional or if you're a career-oriented or if you're a student, this particular time your brilliance will be noticed and you'll command more respect and honor. Professionally, your finest time and trade and business is expected to be flourishing, and with the help of the well-wishers and friends, there is a possibility of meeting of higher authority or decision maker, and through them you will come across a very finest opportunity, Leo. Transit of Mercury in 8th house. The dates start from 3rd of March till 9th of May. Mercury position in 8th house. This mostly signifies wealth and success. This indicates success in all your undertaking. During this particular period, you may expect financial stability and gain in your financial ventures. Socially, you would see a rise in your status. People would respect you more and your popularity would be rising. This particular period, Leo, you acquire a comfortable lifestyle. You're also likely to gain happiness from everywhere, and you'll be mentally and physically harmonious, content, and friend circle will be risen, no doubt about it. Transit of Mars in 5th house for Leo. The date starts from 7th of March till 2nd of May. This particular time signifies you have to be very wise to move your curtail to your expenses as much as possible. This particular period see you losing some sort of a control on your finances and expenses. So be careful about your finances. You have to take care of your family members. Avoid any kind of unpleasant attitude or unpleasantness between you and your family members. If there are any issue, and you have to handle the situation very, very carefully and refrain from any arguments or conflict. And if you're into any tricky situation, you have to handle the situation very carefully. This particular time, you rather be more using the common sense and wisdom instead of using emotion and aggression. Now, the answer is no. Be careful. The position of Sun for Leo in 8th house. The transit of Sun in 8th house, the date starts from 14th March till 14th April. This particular time you have to be extra careful to avoid any unnecessary expenses, avoid making important decisions about anything during this particular phase when the Sun position in 8th house. Do not make any important decision between 14th of March till 14th April. That's my humble request to you. Support from people around you, family members, community, life partner will be totally zero, absent to you. There could be a change in your work you do, possibly forcing you to let you go out of your current position, or there could be a lot of hassles or change of position or traveling around or wandering around. And you have to be very careful about your decision and choices. This is not the time to pick a fight with anybody that won't take you anywhere. Look after your health, especially your lower abdomen, your eyesight. If you're suffering with any blood pressure or piles or stomach disorder, be careful. And this time, sometimes situation can be meaningless. A lot of anxiety is there. Instead of developing more restlessness regarding your mind, you have to calm down yourself. Please, this is the best way. Just calm down yourself. Stop winding yourself up in a wrong way now. The answer is no. Leo, this particular month, the position of Sun is such a way your hard work will pay you back. But you got to work hard. No doubt about it. Expenditure can be sky high. Tension can be sky high. Sometimes you can be restless and upset and disappointed. After 14th of March, there are a lot of uncertainties. You have to be very careful about your choices and decisions. Leo, this whole month can be phenomenal. The task of the month for you, take 12 kilogram barley, feed the birds in the park, different parts, different places, again and again, every week. Next task which you can do that, donate chana dal, 3 kilogram, 6 kilogram bananas, donate to the temple in the langar. Another task, if you can do that, take a copper coin, make a hole in the center, put a silver chain through, try to wear it around your neck. Donate widow ladies money, clothes, and touch the widow ladies' feet and take their blessings if you can. That will be most honorable thing to do. Precaution wise, refrain from any arguments or conflict with anybody. Refrain from any kind of investment whatsoever. The chanting you must do, Harim Om Namo Shivaya Harim, Harim Om Namo Shivaya Harim, Harim Om Namo Shivaya Harim, Harim Om Namo Shivaya Harim. More you do the chant, more you achieve rising success, prosperity. Going to talk about Virgo. Virgo, the monthly forecast for you. The transit of Venus in 7th house for Virgo. The date starts from 7th of March till 26th of March. Venus position in 7th house. This mostly indicates a troublesome period caused by companions. Stay away from any kind of litigation involving opposite sex and try to maintain a good relationship with your family members or people around you. And this particular time, you have to, if you are already married, then look after your matrimonial partner and look after those people who are absolutely foul. People can backstab you. People can expose your secrets. People can take advantage of you. People can emotionally blackmail you. And chances are there. This, you have to be very careful about your conduct and behavior, please. And if you blindly faith on anybody and think everything is hunky-dory, the answer is no. People can expose you deliberately. So this particular time, may I request you, please play safe and look after your male or female health. Professionally, this period could not be regarded as conducive as you're expecting. The answer is no. Avoid wicked type of people around you. Those people can create a nightmare for you. Transit of Mercury in 7th house for Virgo. The date starts from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This particular period brings some sort of a trying time for you, both mentally and physically. This period indicates issues, fiber testing time. You may have to experience physical pain and bodily weakness during this particular phase. Mentally, you might become restless and anguished. The rise in mental perplexity and misunderstanding with people around you indicated during this time. You can be quite annoyed and stop winding up yourself for no reason. Refrain from that. You may have to be extra careful. Don't involve or start any arguments or any ill type of communication with anybody. The answer is no. And if there are any communication gap between you, the people around you, or misunderstanding, you should rectify the situation there and then without picking a fight with anybody. The answer is no. Be careful. So you should not. So clear the misunderstanding. Don't pick any fight. And if there are any issue, just resolve it properly without shouting at anybody. The transit of Mars in 4th house for Virgo. The date starts from 7th of March till 2nd of May. Mars position in 4th house. You have to be very careful. May I say that watch your temper, watch your aggression. This particular time you're facing a difficult time when it comes to managing your old temper. Temper can create a problem for you. You're likely to encounter some sort of a people who you don't like at all. Everybody can face that kind of problem. You're not the only one. So refrain from any kind of a living arguments, conflict. Try not to create any scene anywhere, please. Some of you may also be friends with some sort of wicked people around you, and you might suffer later on. Keep a close eye on your behavior. It might become cruel during this particular time, and you can be ruthless. And you may be losing temper like anything, and wherever you go, your temper is there, like your best buddy. It won't do anything good for you. Refrain from temper. Virgo transit of Sun in 7th house. The dates start from 14th of March till 14th April. This particular timing, Sun's position in 7th house, gives you a tendency for traveling. Such traveling will tend to be tiring and troubled. You need to be extra careful not to be challenged your senior superior at workplace, as this particular time people will oppose you and you will feel threatened, resulting creating enmity with people around you, and you will go through humiliation due to that. Refrain from any kind of creating any enmity with your people around you. Even in the relationship with your partner, your behavior can be out of order. Your level of enthusiasm may be at low, resulting in an inability to overcome obstacles that come in the way of achieving your dream success or dream objective. But be focused. Temper won't do anything. Focus will do a lot more things. You got to calm down yourself. I know sometimes situation can be tough and demanding and tricky, but losing temper is not a solution or answer. Virgo, this particular time, Mercury and Venus combination is tricky. Sometimes your rival's number will be higher than your own imagination. There will be a change in your job or profession. But sometimes you'll be planning to change a job or profession. If you're involving in buying and selling something, be careful. There will be sudden gain, sudden loss. You'll come across major obstacles and delays, waste of time. Income will be rising, expenditure will be rising at the same time. Running around will be more than your imagination. Sometimes you'll be quite annoyed and desperate and miserable and fed up. And sometimes level of satisfaction will not be there. Virgo, this particular time, may I say that the task of the month for Virgo. First thing first, take 12 kilogram rice, donate to the temple in the langar. Next task, donate whole meal atta, whole moong dal, as much you can, donate to the temple in the langar. Take 11 kilogram barley, feed the birds in the park on Wednesday to Wednesday. And another task, if you can do that, say that, let's talk about the precaution. Refrain from foul temper, refrain from any arguments or conflict. And one thing more, refrain from any arguments or conflict with anybody whatsoever, please. The chanting you must do, Virgo, this particular month, Om Gam Ganapataye Name, Om Gam Ganapataye Name, Om Gam Ganapataye Name, Om Gam Ganapataye Name. More you do it, more you achieve success, prosperity and honor. Going to talk about Libra, monthly forecast, month of March. Libra, the transit of Venus in 6th house. Dates start from 2nd of March till 26th of March. Venus position in 6th house for Libra. This particular time, trying time for you. This particular period sees you going through lots of trouble in your undertaking. There is a chance that your enemies will try to tarnish your image, and this particular time, refrain from any arguments or conflict with your business partner or with your matrimonial partner. You may have to compromise with your enemies against your own hard will. Avoid any kind of arguments with your own people inside the family, with your matrimonial partner, with your family around you. Refrain from any arguments or conflict with your own people. It is advised you should avoid traveling long distance, as you're susceptible to face an like a most crucial time. So refrain from any long distance traveling. Oh, this is not a time to explore the world. No, keep calm and keep at the one place if you can. Transit of Mercury in 6th house for Libra. The dates start from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This indicates a mixed bag of positive, negative. This particular period indicates success, stability, progress. Your plans, your project will be successfully accomplished as longer your focus, your determination, your common sense is there. You would also gain from the same. You are also likely to do better in your work front. You may expect progress in your all undertaking. This particular period also indicates popularity in the society as longer your focus is there, as longer your discipline is there, as longer your determination playing a role. Transit of Mars for Libra in 3rd house. The dates start from 7th of March till 2nd of May. This particular period, may I say that this particular period bring a good timing, could be regarded especially for good, for very well for the financial gain. This particular time you're likely to make money in your trade and profession. You're also likely to acquire valuable ornaments. Work should be on smooth sailing. You're likely to success in matter of importance. Your new undertaking would also see a success. If you're employed, Libra, you're likely to be promoted to a position of greater authority and honor. This particular time can change a lot of things for you. Your success would boost and your confidence, it will strengthen your willpower during this particular phase. So be great and be there. Transit of Sun for Libra in 6th house. The dates start from 14th of March till 14th April. This period brings success, flavor of success, whatever you do. Libra, you will find yourself overcoming obstacles, great timing for successful problem solving. And this particular time, if anybody gets in your way, you'll be able to deal with it very easily with a minimum aggravation. It's a good timing to complete any unfinished project. You're likely to succeed in whatever you put your efforts in. Financially, you'll also do very well and find it easy to gain in general. Your mental and physical health will be in excellent. No doubt about it. Libra, this particular finest time for you. May I say that from the 2nd of March, the Venus position is prominent There will be excitation, no doubt about it. Rise in success and prosperity, no doubt about it. You might change and make a plan to invest money in a new project or venture. You might make a plan to create a very big change in your career. You might have a lot of plans or a lot of strategies in your mind. Comfort will be there, but there are a lot of family hassles, professional complications. You have to take your time before you make any decision. Don't be hasty and don't be too extraordinary rush. The task, precaution and chanting. The task number 1. Do wear a saffron tilak on your forehead in every day and time to time donate 7 religious priests mixed color blanket bananas money. Take 10 kilogram barley, feed the birds in the park every Wednesday. Another task, if you can, then donate 11 kilogram basmati rice to temple in the langar. Take a copper coin, make a hole in the center, put a silver chain through the copper coin and wear it around your neck. Take 12 blue flowers, bury in the ground and every Friday evening. Precaution wise, refrain from foul temper. If you're confused, you have to calm down yourself. Talk to your well-wisher before you make any ultimate decision. The chanting for Libra. Om Harim Grene Suryaye Adityaye Sharim Om. 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 More you do this chanting, more you achieve success, prosperity and rising. Going to talk about Scorpio, the monthly forecast based on your moon sign, the Scorpio. Scorpio transit of Venus in 5th house. The date starts from 2nd of March till 26th of March. Venus position in transit of Venus in 5th house. This signifies time mostly spent being entertained. This particular period also donate a good time financially. You would be able to increase your funds. If you're taking any examination under any course or if you're taking any finest examination, any professional exam during this particular time, you'll be mostly successful. You'll be highly successful. Your efforts will be handsomely rewarded. If you're employed, you're likely to get promoted during this particular time. Moreover, you may also expect a rise in position and authority, and socially this particular time will be finest. You'll enjoy the companionship, you'll enjoy the success, prosperity, rise in name, fame and establishment. Transit of Mercury for Scorpio in 5th house. The date starts from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This particular time mostly indicates a troubled personal life. During this particular period, you must try to avoid getting involved in any kind of arguments with your family. You should not bother with any living arguments or conflict with the family member. This is not a conducive period for you to be headstrong and highly opinionated while dealing with people around you. Be extra careful while handling your loved one. Health could be a matter of concern at this particular time. Be careful, please. Take care of your diet. You're likely to suffer from any health issue. So be careful and do not undertake any activity which would be putting you in any kind of a risk. Please be careful. Transit of Mars for Scorpio. The transit of Mars in 2nd house of Scorpio. The date starts from 7th of March 2018 till 2nd of May. This particular time, transit of Mars in 2nd house. This mostly suggests a period of loss. You have to take care of your finances and focus on the safety of your valuable item. You may also suffer from loss due to theft, cheating or deception. You may also face a rutted phase at your workplace due to several unpleasant happenings. You have to be keep yourself away from any arguments or conflict. Refrain from any living conflict with anybody. Where you have to be extremely careful, may I say, very, very careful about your word of speech, about your language, about your attitude, about your behavior with people around you. Be careful. Watch your words before uttering them to anybody. Please, please, please. And this is not the time to pick a fight with anybody. You won't achieve anything. Transit of Sun in 5th house, so Scorpio. The date starts from 14th of March till 14th April. This particular phase, Sun's position in 5th house, the transit of Sun in 5th house, may I say that this particular time period only offering you monetary challenges, and sometimes peace of mind and happiness is not there. On the work front, you have to be extra care not to get into bad books of your seniors. Avoid any kind of arguments with your employer or senior staff at your workplace. You may have to deal with some obstacles which could be related to competitors, authorities, or people you have unfriendly relationship with. If you express your mental anxiety, you're likely to lose goodwill amongst the friends and children or people around you. So be careful about your approach. Health would require more attention, and you have to be looking after your routine. Scorpio, this particular week, there are few different opinions. This not particular week. Scorpio, the month of March for you, the whole month of March for you, the whole month. So Scorpio, there are few different opinions between your family members. There are few issues. Make sure that family relationship have to be thoroughly sorted. There should not be any arguments or conflict with your family members. If you have a problem with your family members, then you have to sit together and resolve it without become fiery. Watch your word of speech. Watch your attitude before you fire at anybody, please. There are few issues you got to deal with it. Look after your parental health and their well-being. Scorpio, this particular month, you'll come across a lot of obstacles, delays, waste of time. But losing temper, getting irritated, getting annoyed, shouting and screaming will not do anything. After 7th of March, expenditure will be sky high. Mentally, you can be very upset and very, very restless. Scorpio, this is a time you have to be extremely cautious and very careful. The task of the month for you, Scorpio, first thing first, may I say that the whole month, the task, take 9 kilogram barley, feed the birds in the park. Second task, take 2 kilogram black salt, bury in the ground on Saturday morning. Time to time donate money to local blind school. Precaution wise, may I say that precaution for this particular month, first thing first, refrain from telling lies, refrain from any kind of a foul attitude, refrain from any issues linked with family conflict, refrain from any arguments or conflict with anybody. The chanting you must do, Om Hanumate Rudratmakaya Hum Fat 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 Om Hanumate Rudratmakaya Hum Fat. More you do this chanting, more you achieve success, prosperity and rising. Going to talk about Sagittarius. Monthly forecast based on your moon sign Sagittarius. The transit of Venus for Sagittarius in 4th house. The dates start from 2nd of March till 26th of March. Transit of Venus in 4th house. This particular time, may I say that this mostly donate financial growth for you this particular time. You could also expect a rise in your prosperity. Sagittarius, if you're a self-employed, you're involved in a fashion designing, or if you're a fruit merchant or vegetable merchant, this particular time offer you dignified profit, rising, success, prosperity. At home, Sagittarius, you're likely to spend quality time with your family members. Moreover, you would also enjoy lifestyle, comfort, luxuries, and social aspect of your life would be full of happening. No doubt about it. This is a phenomenal time, Sagittarius. Your popularity would be rising and most likely to acquire a lot of new circle of friends. And this is a time to have a joy, enjoyment and happiness. Transit of Mercury in 4th house for Sagittarius. The dates start from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This particular period signifies progress in every aspect of your work. On the personal front, you're likely to be content with yourself. You would be succeed and gain in all your undertaking. Your status in society will be heightened. You would be honored. Financially, this is a good phase as this period indicates attainment of wealth in the form of money and property. You may also gain from your spouse or other members of the like enjoying the companionship, no doubt about it. At home, this particular indicates arrival of a new members to the family, or arrival of a new friends in the family, no doubt about it. Transit of Mars, and this particular phase, may I say that transit of Mars between 7th of March till 2nd of May, and in the first house. During this particular period, Mars will be moving through your first house. May I say that this mostly conceived as a difficult timing. This particular period make you go through a bumpy road in the matter of your business or profession. You may find it very difficult to finish your project successfully on timing. It is better not to start anything new during this particular phase. If you're employed, or try and avoid any kind of arguments or misunderstanding with your seniors, with your colleagues, with your juniors, and with the decision makers. This particular time, Sagittarius, some of you may also see a change of position during this particular time. And you have to keep a close eye on those people who don't like you. Refrain from any cheating, deception, or refrain from any kind of out of control behavior. You can be a victim of fraud. You have to be very careful when you're using your credit card. You have to be extremely cautious and very, very careful when you're making any verbal contract, any verbal financial contract with anybody. You should not blind faith on anybody, whatever people utter something to you. So this time you have to be extremely cautious and very, very careful. And you're also susceptible to developing some sort of a health issue linked with blood and lower abdomen. And stay away from any kind of wicked people. And may I say that, watch your company. Transit of Sun in 4th house for Sagittarius from 14th of March till 14th April. This particular period, Sun travel through your 4th house. May I say that you have to be extremely cautious and careful regarding your status, prestige and honor, and try to maintain a good working relationship at the people at the workplace. It would be better to avoid any arguments with your seniors, mentors, well-wishers during this particular time. Sagittarius, this period could prove to be distressful, prone to be experiencing grief and time of misery. Your mind may have a hard time staying focused or on a constructive thoughts. Instead of being drawn to find an escape in something of an addictive nature, so refrain from any kind of alcoholic drinks or any kind of intoxication. You have to be focused, you have to be determined. You have to refresh your vision, please. And you have to be very careful regarding your conduct, your dealing, your deeds, your doing karma. Please be very, very careful. Sagittarius, the month of March. This particular whole month, sometimes situation can be full of excitement. There will be a sudden gain and sudden loss. Be very, very careful. And may I say that the position of Jupiter can be retrograde, and which can bring only hassles, temper, overexcitation. And if you involve yourself in any kind of a deal of a property or inheritance or car, you have to be extra careful. Health have to be taken care of regarding blood, regarding lower abdomen, regarding digestive system. You have to be anything to do with the neck or throat or digestive system. Is there any sharp pain in your chest or any issue with the blood pressure? You have to go and see your doctor. Sagittarius, the task precaution chanting for this particular month. First thing first, take 8 kilogram barley, feed the birds in the park. The timing the day have to be Wednesday. Another task, donate 4 religious priests mixed color blanket bananas money. Another task which you can do in this particular time, soak 3 kilogram whole moong in the water on Tuesday and feed the birds on Wednesday. Another task, first thing first, if you can do that, mix 4 kilogram whole moong, 4 kilogram gur, mix together, float in the fastest flowing river. These are your tasks. And bury 700 gram black salt in the ground on every Saturday morning. Precaution wise, refrain from any kind of non-vegetarian food, refrain from any kind of alcohol or intoxication. The chanting you must do, Sagittarius, Aum Ganesh Rinam Chinde Chinde Varnayam Hom Name Fat. Aum Ganesh Rinam Chinde Chinde Varnayam Hom Name Fat. Aum Ganesh Rinam Chinde Chinde Varnayam Hom Name Fat. Aum Ganesh Rinam Chinde Chinde Varnayam Hom Name Fat. More you do this chanting, more you resolve your financial problem and crisis and traumas. More you do this chanting, more you out of any kind of bad debts. Aum Ganesh Ranam Chinde Chinde Varnayam Hom Name Fat. More you do the chanting, more you achieve rising. Going to talk about Capricorn monthly forecast, month of March, based on your moon sign. The transit of Venus in third house for Capricorn, the date starts from 2nd of March till 28th of March. This particular time donate happiness, contentment for you. You may expect an upward move in your financial condition, giving you financial security. This could also be a professionally good period for you. You may also expect a rise in position, status, prestige and honor. You may also expect a gain in authority. Your ventures are likely to earn profit as well. Socially, this should be a good timing for you. You're likely to overcome all your fears and worries. May I say that your colleagues and acquaintances would be more cooperative and helpful toward you. This time can make a wonders for you. Transit of Mercury in third house for Capricorn. The date starts from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This particular period, may I say that, mostly indicates a rough phase with your superior. You may have to be extra careful while dealing with your superior and employer. Avoid any kind of argument that may lead to difference of opinion and misunderstanding with people around you. Stay away from any known enemies and be careful of unknown ones. However, this period may also give you a few new and worthy friends whom you would treasure for longer term. You'll be meeting a lot of knowledgeable people, wise people, well-educated people. Transit of Mars in 12th house for Capricorn. The date starts from 7th of March till 2nd of May. This particular time, you have to be very careful about your mentally, physically, any kind of body pain and general suffering. This particular period proved to be taxing for you if your care is not taken in time. Pay attention to your health related issues as you're likely to develop discomfort, health problem, or issue with your stomach or eyesight. You have to take care of your feet as well. This is a time when you must stay away from any activity that might be risky or over adventurous. Some of you even suffer from nightmarish kind of dreams or dream disorders. Be careful. Stop winding up yourself in an active way and try not to be overexcited. You have to calm down yourself. Transit of Sun in third house. The date starts from 14th of March till 14th April. The position of Sun in third house, you're likely to be progress in your career with increased recognition from employer or decision maker or authorities. There's an increased chance for you to get promoted or getting a better employment. You feel energetic, enthusiastic and will experience heightened ability to overcome any kind of obstacle, resolving problem and overcoming a possible obstruction from anywhere. Your work is most likely to be successful and bring a reward on the table. Congratulations, you're doing very fine. This will result in financial gain and absence of money related worries. You'll do very well. Your knowledgeability skill will be recognized and well respected by decision makers. Capricorn, after 2nd of March, you might involve in a deal of a car or property. Income resources will be better than before and traveling will be a lot more than your imagination. There will be a happy venture, happy occasion, no doubt about it. But Mars and Saturn and Mars are joining together. There are a lot of fluctuations and struggle will be there. So stand by. So Capricorn, the task of this week, or not this week, task of this month for Capricorn. Task of this month, first thing first, take 7 kilogram barley, feed the birds in the park. Time to time, take 8 kilogram rice, flow in the fastest flowing river. Another task, take 1200 gram black salt, bury in the ground on Saturday morning. Do wear a gold square piece and a gold chain around your neck. These are your tasks. Precaution wise, refrain from any non-vegetarian food, refrain from consuming alcohol or any form of intoxication, any form of smoking. The chanting you must do, Aum Harim Gam Hasti Pishachi Likhe Swaha. 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 More you do it, more you fulfill your desires, your achievements, your success. You can achieve anything with this particular chant. More you do it, more you achieve rising. Going to talk about Aquarius, the monthly forecast for Aquarius. The transit of Venus in second house, the 2nd of March till 26th of March. The transit of Venus in second house. This particular phase, may I say that this mostly donate financial gain for you. Moreover, this particular period, having a great time with your family members. If applicable, you can also expect a new member in the family. Financially, you would be more comfortable. Prosperity of your family in general is expected to be on upward move. Personally, you're likely to acquire great attire, accessories, indulging in luxuries, lifestyle, buying valuable items and assets. Your interest in art or music would be rising. You may also expect some favor from higher authorities. So this is the finest hours. Transit of Mercury in second house for Aquarius. The dates start from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This particular period signify financial gain, growth of income, especially to those who are salespeople in banking sector, in IT sector, who are dealing with precious stones and jewelry. This period also likely to bring a happiness to you in the form of success in learning and attainment of knowledgeability and skill. This period also bring in company of good people and give you opportunity to acquire something dignified. However, for this particular period, you have to look after your name, your reputation, and look after your back as well. Please make sure people should not spoil your reputation deliberately. Transit of Mars in 11th house for Aquarius. The dates start from 7th of March till 2nd of May. This particular period bring in happy times for you and your family. This particular period, you must, may I say that, bestow you with assets, profit in the field of business or profession. Some of you also likely to gain from your siblings or family members. This period also proved to be good timing for those who are employed, and some of you may expect a rise in your income or position at this time. Moreover, all your undertaking are likely to succeed, bringing you more gain, success, prosperity, rising. This could be regarded as time when you would see improvement in not only your professional life but also personal day-to-day life. And you may also expect an upward move in your social status, prestige, respect and honor. Yes, this is the finest time. Transit of Sun for Aquarius. The dates start from in second house. Transit of Sun for Aquarius in second house. Dates start from 14th of March till 14th April. This particular period mostly portend absence of expected result or profit in trade and sometime declining in wealth. If you deal in agriculture, if you deal in trading, if you deal in buying and selling, this period may bring you some sort of a setbacks. If you're self-employed, you have to be very careful about your flow of income. This is a time when you're most susceptible to fear than usual. You may feel at risk of being cheated or experience anxiety for no apparent reason at all. As a result, you may find it difficult to handle ordinary affairs of your life as smoothly as you would otherwise do. So be careful between 14th March till 14th April regarding anything you do. So try not to be over adventurous. Aquarius, this particular month of March for you, you'll come across a lot of obstacles, complications, hassles. Income will be rising, but after putting a lot of efforts. Mars and combination of Mars and Saturn will only bring a family issues, out of control temper, and major obstacles and delays. Major obstacles and delays and fluctuation. And there will be major fluctuation in your financial transaction, and sometimes the expectations are there, but the achievements will be missing, and a lot of stress will be there. Aquarius, this particular, the whole month can be demanding. You have to be very careful about your conduct, about your dealing, about how you're going to perceive everything around you. Be careful. Aquarius, the task precaution chanting for the month of March for you. First thing first, take 6 solar silver balls, keep it in a bag or in your pocket all the time if you can. Time to time donate money to local blind school. Try to fill a clay pot with mineral water and cover the mouth of the clay pot with fresh coconut wrapped in a green dupatta and level up the water in the clay pot all the time. Another task, take 12 blue flowers, bury in the ground on every Friday evening, and time to time donate 2 kg pure ghee to temple in the langar. So these are your tasks. Precaution wise, refrain from consuming any form of alcohol, intoxication, any form of smoking, any form of non-vegetarian food. The chanting you must do, Karim, Hum, Harim, Kalike, Harim, Hum, Karim, Karim, Hum, Harim, Kalike, Harim, Hum, Karim, Karim, Hum, Harim, Kalike, Harim, Hum, Karim. More you do the chanting, more you'll be able to overcome any kind of challenges or hassles around you. Going to talk about Pisces, the monthly forecast, month of March, based on your moon sign. The transit of Venus in first house for Pisces, the date starts from 2nd of March till 26th of March. During this particular period, Venus will move through your first house. This mostly signify material and luxurious comfort for you. Pisces, you may expect a lot of happening on the personal front, on the business front, on the professional front. If you're eligible, you're likely to find a perfect match during this particular time, especially if you're a bachelor. Some of you may also expect a arrival of new members in the family or new members or new friends around you. Socially, Pisces, this is a very finest time to meet new people around you, enjoy the company of companions. You would be honored and your status is likely to be heightened in the society. Your knowledge, ability, skill will be recognized by professional people. You would also get a plenty of opportunity to enjoy and would indulge in lifestyle, enjoying the success, prosperity, name, fame, establishment. There will be lots of luxuries and lifestyle. Financially, you would sail through smoothly during this particular time. Your economic condition would be also improve as compared to past. If you're a student, this could prove to be a finest period for you to succeed in your field of learning. You may also expect may I say that a lot of your hassles will be cut off completely. Stay away from any influences that might create a negative outburst in you. Any kind of negative influences stay away from that sort. This particular time, you'll enjoy success, prosperity and rising. Transit of Mercury in first house for Pisces from 3rd of March till 9th of May. This particular time brings some sort of a negative result. This mostly brings in situation where you may have to serve someone unwillingly. You're also susceptible to face oppression or opposition. Take care of, avoid facing hole over the coals and lashes of unsympathetic words from other at this time. Keeping a low profile and doing your task best should be the focus. During this particular time, you may also have to watch out for any unnecessary expenditure. This may cause a big hole in your wallet. Be cautious with spending and paying attention to the safety of your finances and business. Be careful this particular time. And you have to be making sure that whatever the decision you're making those decisions very properly and very thoroughly. And take care of your family members, take care of your relationship, business and professional. Be careful. Transit of Mars in 10th house. The date starts from 7th of March till 2nd of May. Transit of Mars for Pisces in 10th house. During this particular period, Mars will be moving through your 10th house. This signifies a ruffled time to success. You're likely to face a lot of troubles ranging from misbehavior of people around you, failure in your effort, sorrows, disappointment, exertion, and so on. I can carry on just doing it. However, you're also likely to meet success in your field of work. At the end, some of you would be able to perform better than ever this particular time in your work. You may have to, may I say that you may also have to undertake some hoping about around places as your work is likely to be demanding same. This period is likely to bestow a rise in your prestige, position and authority at work. You're also likely to get scripted in good books of your people around you. Your glory is also likely to bring some new people around you. Your name and fame will be more rising and established. Transit of Sun in first house for Pisces. The dates start from 14th March till 14th April. The Sun's transit in the first house for Pisces. There could be a permanent or temporary change of place, and you have to be very careful about your work or decision regarding your work. You need to be extra care to avoid getting a bad reputation at workplace, and you have to make sure your decision regarding your profession, your career have to be done very thorough research. There will be few disagreements with people around you. To complete the task on hand to meet your set objective may take more effort than usual. So this particular time, you have to be very careful about how you're going to make a decision regarding your work or profession. During this particular time, you could be more tired than usual. And health have to be taken care of, mentally and physically. And if this is not the time if there are any disagreement may crop up between you and the people around you, this is not the time to initiate any argument or conflict with anybody. Pisces, the month of March, may I say that till 13th of March, may I say that financial situation and the personal situation can be demanding, no doubt about it, but income resources will be there. If there are any tricky situation between the family members, between you and the colleagues, you have to handle the situation very carefully. Expenditure can be sky high, but this whole month of March, may I say that tension can be rising, expenditure can be sky high. There are a lot of family arguments or conflicts. May I say that this whole month of March can be demanding and tough. Pisces, the whole month of March, you have to be making sure that when you're decision making, your strategy making, and that particular procedure of decision making and strategy making have to be thorough. Without cutting any corner, you have to be very intensive regarding when you make any strategy or taking any decision regarding your profession, your career, your business, your finance. Be careful. Pisces, the month of March for you. The task, precaution, chanting. First thing first, take 8 kilogram chana dal, donate to the temple every Thursday. Another task, donate 6 kilogram rice to temple in the langar every Monday. Another task, donate money to the local blind school regularly. Take a copper coin, make a hole in the center, put a silver chain through it, try to wear it around your neck as a pendant. Take 5 kilogram barley, feed the birds every Wednesday in the park. Precaution wise, refrain from any non-vegetarian food, refrain from any kind of intoxication, refrain from any illegal activities. The chanting you must do, Om Sharim Harim Kalim Ang Vajra Varochaniye Hom Hom Fat Swaha. Om Sharim Harim Kalim Ang Vajra Varochaniye Hom Hom Fat Swaha. Om Sharim Harim Kalim Ang Vajra Varochaniye Hom Hom Fat Swaha. More you do the chanting, more you achieve success, prosperity and rising. I'm coming to the end of this monthly forecast, month of March. I'll be back with another horoscope. Look after yourself and take care. Thank you.